Hello again, everybody. It's so good to see you again this week. I hope that you were able to attend outside church on Sunday. It was so much fun to see so many people. Well, this is almost my last Wednesday lesson. Next week will be my last one before school starts. Can you believe that school's almost starting? On Sunday, we learned about Stephen. Remember, Stephen went throughout the land and he was telling everybody about the good news of Jesus and how much Jesus loved them and that all they had to do was ask him for forgiveness of their sins. But because Stephen did this, there were people around that didn't like it. They spread lies about him, and Stephen ended up losing his life. But we're learning about him still today. We get to read about Stephen in the Bible. And because of people like Stephen, we have the good news of Jesus. Now, we talked a lot about forgiveness. Stephen forgave his enemies, and I can't even begin to imagine how difficult that must have been. I know I've had situations in my life where my feelings have been hurt, and I have had to forgive people no matter what. You don't necessarily need to tell somebody that you forgive them, but it's most important that you tell God, God, please help me forgive this person for what they've done to me. They've hurt my feelings. God will help you forgive. And guess what? You might have to forgive many, many times. Jesus says in the Bible that you will have to forgive a lot. Remember, forgiveness is good for our hearts, and it shows the rest of the world the love of Jesus. Now let's head on over to the super fun science lab so I can show you something about forgiveness. Well, welcome back to the super fun science lab. Today I'm going to show you a little experiment that you can also try at home. So I just have a paper plate here with a little bit of water. Maybe you can see it if I move my finger around in there. And I'm going to take some black pepper and scatter it around. Wow, you can really smell that pepper. So when we choose to not forgive people for what they've done, this is what it looks like. All of this is unforgiveness, and it looks like a nasty mess. And then we insert ourselves into it, and we're like, yeah, I am not going to forgive that person because they don't deserve it. Have you ever said something like that? Well, what about, let's scatter, there we go. What about when we do choose forgiveness? I wonder what it might do to our hearts. Let's see. Wow, did you see that? The pepper moved away from my finger because I had something a little special on this finger. So I used some dish soap so that I could show it to you. And it's something fun and safe that you can try at home, but just make sure to ask mom and dad first. Unforgiveness will harden our hearts, and it'll make it harder for us to focus on Jesus. Think about Stephen. How hard do you think that must have been for him to forgive these people? And he knew he was going to join our God in heaven. I hope you enjoyed our super fun science lab today, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye, kids.